we have completely switched from an environment where VC-backed startups, so the most successful startups are those VC-backed startups. They used to go public through an IPO. So they raised money in an initial public offering, then to grow and stayed independent. And that was the norm in the 1980s and a little bit still in the 1990s. But that has completely shifted over to essentially being acquired. So all of these, or the vast majority of these VC-backed startups, very high promising startups, are now being acquired by incumbents. So it used to be the ratio was 10% to 90%, 90% IPOs, 10% acquisitions. Now it's exactly the other way around. It's 90% acquisitions and only 10% IPOs. And it's not that the IPOs have completely disappeared. The IPOs are about the same level as they used to be in the 1980s and 1990s. But all of that growth in startups that we've seen has now essentially exited entirely through acquisitions. This is not a situation where a large bad acquirer acquires a vulnerable startup and terminates it. No, this is a mutually beneficial agreement where the acquirer is very happy to buy this promising new startup. The startup is very happy to be acquired because it gets compensated for coming up with a good idea, coming up with a great product. And so this is mutually beneficial. Now, if you have this arrangement, you might ask yourself, well, who's losing out in all of this? Well, it's parties that are not a party to the agreement between these two. It's, of course, consumers that would be benefiting from more competition between an incumbent and a potential entrant. But now that the potential entrant and the incumbent have merged, these consumers are not seeing the benefits of competition. And so that's really the downside here. It's good for entrepreneurs. It's good for incumbents. It's not clear that this is great for consumers.